So this is Keith Snell's level 2 of fundamentals of piano theory review test. I just went ahead and did it all, so I didn't make like a really long video for you guys, and I'll just explain it as I go. So the first section, name these intervals. These are either going to be broken intervals or blocked intervals. So if the notes are separated like this, they are broken. If they are stacked on top of each other like that, they're blocked. Now, these Crayola twistables, the ones with the erasers on it, they don't really like to work all that well. Anyway, so here we have broken, broken, blocked, blocked. Broken, broken, blocked, blocked. Now the second section, it says name these major and minor triads. If it is major, I put a capital M. If it's minor, I made everything lowercase and put a line over top of it so you know what my lowercase m looks like. The first one is FAC, that's F major, DFA, D minor, A C sharp E, A major, C, E flat G, C minor, B flat D F, B flat major, and E flat G, B flat, E flat major. Now the order of sharps and flats is going to be F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp, and then B sharp, which is the exact opposite of the flats. So we're going to go backwards to the sharps, and that'll give us our flats. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, C flat, F flat. And maybe the major key signatures. Sorry. I got a case of the yawnsies. The first one is D major. One flat is F major. One sharp is G major. 3 sharps is A major. And 2 flats is B flat major. The second section, I'm sorry, not the second, the sixth section is providing you a scale, and you need to add sharps or flats to whatever notes need them in the scale. So in D major, that's 2 sharps, that's F sharp and C sharp. So they need sharp signs in front of them. For B flat major, obviously you need to put a flat on the B's, and there's 2 flats in B flat major, B flat and E flat. For a harmonic minor, remember there's 3 different types of harmonics. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 different types of minors. I can't really think straight today. If I'm just writing out the minor scale, this is what it's going to look like. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Because there's no sharps or flats in A minor. But because it's harmonic minor, we have to raise the 7th scale degree. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to make that G sharp. And that's what we did here. We circled, or we wrote a sharp under G sharp. So if you're wondering why there's a sharp there, that is why. If it was melodic minor, the F would also be sharp. The next section, section 7, says to write in what type of triads these are with Roman numerals. So if we're in the key of D major, you have a D, F sharp A, that's a 1 chord. A G, B, D, that's a 4 chord, and an A, C sharp, E, that is a 5 chord. Remember, we use Roman numerals to identify our chords. And the tonic is just another word for our 1 chord. Subdominant is another word for our 4 chord, and dominant is another word for our 5 chord. For section 9, it says label the cadence with Roman numerals, and then specify what type of cadence it is, whether it's authentic, plagal, or half. So the first one is in F major. This is a 5 chord going to a 1 chord. That's going to be an authentic cadence. For the second example, we're in G major. We're going from a 1 chord to a 5 chord. That's a half cadence. And D major, we have a 4 chord going to a 1 chord, and that's a plagal cadence. Now we're looking at this melody here, and we need to say, is it repetition or is it sequence? And this is definitely sequence because we have 3 major chunks, and they're all being rewritten up a second. So it's a sequence because it's going up a second. Section 11 is in 6/8 time signature, and they want you to write out counts. Now, depending on who told you what and how to do what, this is going to look a little bit different. Like some people won't even write the 2, 3. They'll just write the 1, 4, 5, 6. But I like to show what all is inside that rhythm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if it's a rest, I put it in parentheses. And if the notes are, or if the beats are connected to a rhythm, I put like a little swoop-de-doop underneath of them. Section 12, write the meaning of each term. Pianissimo means very soft. Ritardando means to gradually slow down. Crescendo means to get gradually louder, or gradually get louder. Sforzando means playful. Tenuto means to hold for the full value. A tempo means go back to the OG, or the original tempo of the piece of music. Legato means smoothly connected, and dolce means sweetly. Only 2 more pages. Okie dokie. Let me kind of pull this back a little bit for this page. So this is a piece by Beethoven, and it wants you to have kind of like analyze it. So 13a says, what is the meaning of allegretto? It means somewhat fast. What key is the piece in? Oh, it's in G major, because there is 1 sharp in the key signature and we end on the tonic. There's nothing else to really kind of show us that it would be minor. You played it, it's going to be major. It's G major. What is the time signature? The time signature is 2/4. That means 2 beats per measure, and the quarter note gets the beat. And that's the answer to D. E says, what the notes of the incomplete measure before measure 1 are called what? And that's these guys right here. This is an incomplete measure. Some people will call you this is a pickup note, or tell you it's a pickup note. And some people will tell you it's called an anacrusis. It's the same thing. What is the meaning of MF, or mezzo forte? It means moderately loud. What triad is formed by the bass clef notes in measure 1? So what are these 3 notes? It's a G, a B, and a D. That's a 1 chord in the key of G. Is it a primary triad? Yes, because 1 chords, 4 chords, and 5 chords are all primary triads. H says, name the circled interval in measure 2. Oh, it's from right here to right here. That's a F, G, A, B, C, D, E. That's a 7th. I, what is the name of the sign under the A sharp in measure 4? That's this guy. It's called accent marking. It means put more emphasis. Name the circled interval in measure 8. That's a 5th. You might also see it written as a P5, a perfect 5th. What triad is formed by the circled notes in measures 9 and 10? So the D, F sharp, A. Those are part of a 5 chord in the key of G. Is it a primary triad? Yes. The music in measures 9 and 10 are the same as what other 2 measures? So from right here to right here to right here to right here, and it's exactly the same thing. So it is repetition. M, write in the counts under the notes in measure 13 and 14. And I have 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and you can see that there's emphasis on this and. When there's emphasis off the beat or not on a strong beat, it's called syncopation. What does da capo al fine mean, or DC al fine? It means go back to the beginning and play to the fine. So you'd end right here. You go. And then you stop. What is the form of this piece? It's ternary, because you have your A section and your B section, and after you repeat it, you go back and play the A section again. So it's ABA. This next one is a trick question. I thought it was a little misleading because Beethoven kind of like bridged the way between both of the time periods with his compositions and music. So they're looking for the answer of classical period because that's where he spent most of his life in. but a lot of his pieces of music really helped push forward into the next time period, which was the Romantic period. And let's see, last page. These are the primary triads in the key of F major, a 1, a 4, and a 5. So now they want you to invert all of them. So we're just going to flip, 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 and flip, flip. Number 15, draw this primary chord progression in F major. Here's your 1. Your 4, I just put in like a courtesy accidental there for the B flats. Your 5, and I did a 5-7 here. It's because I prefer 5-7 chords, but it's up to you. And then a 1 chord. 16 and 17 tell you to harmonize the melody with a primary chord progression. So I did that. You have a 1 chord, and you have a 4 chord, and a 5 chord, and I see a mistake. This should be a half note. And then a 5-7 chord and a 1 chord. So I'm going to harmonize. Not harmonize. I already did that. I'm going to transpose it to the key of D major. So I still have a 1, 4, a 1, 5, 7, 1. Now I just need to bump up my whole melody to the key of D. So D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D, B, D, A, E, D, C sharp, B, A, C sharp, D. So yeah, there's my lovely singing voice for you. And that is it. Look, I did all of it for you, and it was still like 12 minutes long. Could you imagine? Ugh.